So my first impression when coming down to this area was just how beautiful everything was here. You know, you're kind of driving through a relatively flat part of Missouri, and then you get into what almost looks like a mountain valley. And all of this was made from this spring. So, you know, first impression, like just the area itself is beautiful. Going forward with the project and everything, you know, hopefully we bring more attention to the fragility of these types of systems and get some more protection for our groundwater and our natural springs and those kind of things.
We're hoping that we'd be able to extend the bottom depth a little bit, but we were working with some new equipment, and so we were going to be over cautious.
Today's dive, in a word, went smooth. Everything Mike and I did today, it was like butter. It went really, really easy.
Personally, I thought there's about a 70% chance we were going to call the dive at some point during the dive, but everything ran so smoothly. We just kept on rolling, and we rolled down to a depth of 472 feet. That depth is pretty significant because the previous depth record of a cave in the United States is at 462. So we were able to surpass that depth by a little bit.
The most significant thing that happened on this dive was we both came back. The second most significant thing was the fact that we set the depth record for a U.S. cave. As far as the cave system goes, that's very significant.
The next step here is that room. We still have no idea the size and scope of that room back there. Now we've been to the top, which actually goes to surface level, and we've been down to the deeper sections of it, but we have no idea the size of it. And so now we need to really concentrate on mapping that room at different levels, and so we can get an idea of the scope and volume of that room.
So, put this in a little bit more perspective. Mike and I were at 472 feet for approximately 1.5 minutes today. For that 1.5 minutes, we had a 2-hour and 40-minute dive. And the reason that we had a 2-hour and 40-minute dive is if we skip any of those decompression stops and we come up too fast, it's the same thing as if you've ever shaken up a soda bottle and cracked the top. The nitrogen comes out of our blood very fast if we come up too fast. And if that happens, it can be very catastrophic.
To dive at this level is, I mean, years and years of training. You have to be an incredibly solid diver. Yeah, there's very few people in the world that dive at this level, and you have to trust your buddies, 100%. There's no room really to guess whether or not your buddy is going to be okay. You have to be self-sufficient in one aspect, but you have to also know that your buddies are self-sufficient, and you don't need any weak links at this point.